Lunch in the Park is the name of this event. It happened on May 13th, 2021. The participants are all former employees of the E.F. Johnson Company. Hope you enjoy it as much as we did in making it.
Okay. Well, I'm Arlene Weber. Worked at E.F. Johnson for 40 years, if you remember me. And we're having a great time today out in the park. And good to see everybody that's here.
All right, Lyle Rudd. I worked at E.F. Johnson Company 39 years. Enjoyed all those years. I enjoyed the gathering out here today. We need to do it again. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm shy, man. I don't talk. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. I'm Al Hansel. Don't know what my hat says today, but I'm really pretty shy, so I'm just going to give this thing to Bob Cervenka.
Hi, this is Bob Cervenka. I live here in Waseca. I've been here for a long time. Retired, working in the woodworking stuff. But have a nice meeting today. Get to meet all the people I used to work with. So anyway.
Hi, I'm George Hagee. Lived here in Waseca like Bob, just a little less time than he has. Been retired for about 26 years now. Enjoying life, enjoying the company we have here today, and enjoying the wind blowing off this beautiful lake.
I am Don Lynch from Waseca, Minnesota here, an old E.F. Johnson employee. And the telephone's ringing now, or I'd give you a lot more talk. But in the meantime, I got to answer the phone.
Hi, I'm Mike Hermel. I worked at E.F. Johnson Company for 23 years. I'm now starting a company called Vortrex, and so that's keeping me entertained for now. So appreciate everybody being here and having a great time. So bye.
CQ. You ready? Okay. I'm Ed Wirtz. I live in Wabasha. I worked at E.F. Johnson for 30 years. Moved to Wabasha, the home of grumpy old men. And that's really why I moved there. Having a wonderful time today. Hope we can do it again soon. Okay?
I can tell you what, I'll get up. Get wherever Keith wants me to go.
That's fine right there.
Right here is fine? Well,
yeah.
Get the mic over. Hi, my name's Dan Thomas. I live here in Waseca, Minnesota yet. Sentenced to serve at E.F. Johnson for about 8 years back in the old FEP group in engineering. Having a great time. It's fun to see some of the people, and hopefully we can do this again. Bye.
My name's Jerry Janish. I live west of Waseca, about 5 miles just south of Farm America. And I worked at Johnson's for about 25 years or so, and then when Itron came, I moved over to Itron and worked there till I retired. So that's pretty much it.
Okay, John Matz, and I still live in the same place I was before, out by Watkins Lake, northeast of Waseca. I worked at Johnson's for 40 years, and I live in the country and retired for a long time, and that's about it.
Hello there, Gary Mortensen, still living in Waseca. We get up north to our home about twice a year. Worked a long time at Johnson's and worked a long time at Itron, and so now I'm retired and I'm just kind of enjoying getting by from day to day. Still working on little amplifiers, still working on x-rays, still working on things like atomic rings and stuff like that where I can regenerate atomic rings. So this is a nice day and happy to do it. Take care.
Okay, I'm Paul Jigger. I worked at E.F. Johnson for 20 or so years until we were sold to Itron, and I continued there for a total of 43 years. And I reside north of Waseca, about 5 miles, with my wife Lucy.
Since 1993, she's had over 2,000. My name is Eugene Welch, another old timer, and I used to be in the engineering department for a bunch of years, and in manufacturing engineering for a few years, and consulted with Itron for a few years, and now I live all by myself, same old place on Clear Lake Drive, and that's about all you need to know. I'm not going to tell you my age, but it's a big number.
Okay, well, this is Keith, and Gary Middlestead put together this little gathering here of all the old folks from E.F. Johnson Company we used to work with. As someone said, it's like a class reunion of 50 years ago. And I left the company in 78 when they closed the Johnson America plant in Clear Lake and went to Rockwell Collins in Cedar Rapids, the old Collins Radio Company. And I've been retired for 22 years, and it's really good to see all of these old friends around here and even meet some new ones. Encouraged by their success in the CB market, the E.F. Johnson Company decided to accelerate their expansion into the land mobile business. They did something unprecedented. In 1964, they brought on 5 new engineers. They'd never done that before. In June of 1964, they promoted Arlie Baker to engineer and brought on George Cobley, Gene Welch, Keith Williams, and Don Wright. Zoom around and look at Clear Lake Park here a little bit. Warren from IT.
Okay, Keith, glad you could make it this afternoon. Gary Middlestead. I'm kind of the instigator of this bunch, I guess, and I'm glad everybody could make it, that we're able to make it, and hopefully we can get together again real soon.
Hi, I'm Larry Fisher. I'm 76 years old now, worked at Johnson's for about 20 years until got thrown out of engineering, started my company here in Waseca. Worked for myself, a company called Waseca Technology, and sold that to ADC Telecommunications, and then retired. Been retired for a number of years now, and still stayed in Waseca. Wife's got big gardens. We've got 3.5 acres of gardens out in the country, and still enjoying life. So that's what I've got to say, Keith.
Okay, here's the stoplight corner. After that great time with old friends, we're going to take a little trip around Waseca here, mostly for the benefit of those who don't get here often. Coming up on the right would be Spence's Dairy Queen on the right there. We're going to turn right. There would have been the Culligan store straight ahead. Turning right on what I think now is Johnson Way or E.F. Johnson Way, something like that. We'll turn into the factory area. Now it holds at least 4 and maybe more different companies, one being Cinch, which is the old Cinch connector company that we were familiar with. And there are several other companies, including, I believe, a credit union in there. So this is the plant now, and it was a wonderful place to work, and we're going to, now we're leaving it in the rear view mirror, or did it leave us in the rear view mirror?
In half of a mile, right turn onto Elm Avenue East. Right turn ahead.
just past these trees on the left, if you look carefully, you'll be able to see Edgar's next to the last house there, and next to it there's a Howard Dyken house with a rotating living room or dining room table, and Bill and Bev Elliott and their kids lived there during most of the time that we were there. Great view of Clear Lake out there, and of course upcoming will be a very familiar sight.
In half of a mile, your destination is ahead on the right.
This may not be important to you, but it is to me. I'd really appreciate it if you'd pop down and subscribe to this.